Da, 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 da. There we go. I have no idea why I did that. But hey, it's working now. Welcome in, everyone. Alright. Oh, and it would help if I also posted this and this. There we go. Close. Ah. Now, if I luck out, nothing stupid will happen tonight. And if it does, well, we will deal with it then. Until then, I will just have to deal with OBS being right in front of my face. At least that way I can re-chat. But until then, I do not need my controllers. They reactivated. Alright. And there we go. And there they go. I have no idea why they reactivated yet again. No idea. But hey, can't have everything perfect. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to put my music on. Alright, back to controllers briefly. I just realized I didn't have my music on. Right. Let's get... what happens when your dog has to go outside? You're in a rush to get everything finished up. Where's my lo-fi list? I have no idea. There it is. No, that's not the right one. I'll just type it in. And there we go. Shuffle it. There we go. There we go. I need to get used to the hand controls again. I just realized I was on. I need to turn off that stuff. Give me a second. I did not trigger that at all. I'm not even sure when it did that. Heck, yeah, I have inputs blocked, so I have no idea why I did that. I wonder how long it was like that. Ugh. Oh well. There we go. Now, hopefully everything's good. I feel like I just rambled for nothing. Which I might have, but worst case scenario, I can bring it back up again later. Huh. Well, at least I didn't babble to myself too much. You gotta love technical difficulties during the stream. But, like, I wasn't sure where I was when that switched over. But I do know, like, I was mentioning shows that were, like, Fever Dreams initially. And, I'll deal with that later. That were basically just fever dreams, like Coconut Fred's Fruit Salad Island, and certain shows that had the Mandela effect. Like, you didn't realize it; they were like this, but they weren't. So, like, I was using Coconut Fred as an example. That it literally did exist, and it was just as bad as everyone thought it was, except for the Final Fantasy VII episode. It's literally the only episode I can remember. But but yeah. And for anyone tuning in now or is finally seeing me because I actually had my end stream stuff on, I'm Chrono. Tonight's subject is nostalgic shows. I am Kitsune, and I am scatterbrained. But hey, everyone has their own personalities and stuff. But, like, as I said, the main reason why I wanted to do this subject is because I had a customer come in. They had a Johnny Bravo shirt, and you don't see that type of merch. Like, we are now adults. We want this merch now because we can afford it. But marketing doesn't get it. Make adult clothes for kids from the 90s. We'll be good. We'll be really good. But they don't think like that. But seeing how it's getting ready for spooky season, and what I was thinking about starting doing on Saturdays is basically the same thing for the most part, is I enjoyed watching Are You Afraid of the Dark? Again, another nostalgic show for me. Probably a nostalgic show for a lot of people. My friend Ignis is a fan of it, along with his partner. And it's, if you've never seen it, it's literally an anthology series like Goosebumps. And in my opinion, can be scarier than Goosebumps. You literally have... You actually have guest stars in that versus Goosebumps. So, like, I can't remember the name, but the actresses for Sister Sister were in one episode. Gilbert Godfrey is in one episode. And they're examples. They're the only two I can remember off the top of my head. I haven't watched the series in a long time, but it has a lot of really good stories. Like, you have this one episode that's about this monster that's in a pool, which doesn't sound so scary right now, but when you hear the context of it, it's in a school pool, and it during the day or night it goes after people. And it's literally been locked off on purpose. People are using this particular pool to practice at night, and hence the reason why it starts becoming scary, because they have no idea what's going after them. You have the Vampire Hotel, or I should say hospital technically, because it does take place in a hospital. Um, let's see what other episodes we have. The video game episode where the kid literally has to go through I think it's either based off a pinball machine. I'm pretty sure it's a pinball machine, and he has to go through the video game stuff in order to escape the game. Classic horror anthology trope. Matter of fact, the Racing Creep Show did that too. And you have an episode called Oblivion, which is literally you go the kid literally goes and travels into limbo, and anything that basically gets erased, I can't remember how, but it gets erased, it gets put into this place, and he has to escape from here. But he doesn't realize is if you anything in this particular area is deleted, it doesn't go back to limbo. It gets permanently deleted. And it goes into this little spiral of this guy now has this thing. We're trying to keep it away from him so he doesn't permanently kill us because we need to escape. And then you have episodes like The Haunted Taxi, which is a gold mine for bad acting. It's a good episode, but it has some really bad acting in it. But that's one heck. So I grew up watching a lot of TV, so I can go literally through any block I used to watch and talk about all day, including Snick, which was Saturday Night Nick. And oh, hey Flux, welcome on in. I hope you're entertained. You're entertained. I kind of have to have my chat over here tonight because for some reason it doesn't want it to show up properly in a separate window. So like it's off on the side so I can take quick glimpses at it. I'm Chrono. I am a variety streamer. I'm streaming mainly overnight now because my partner is scheduled so is erratic. It's just easier for me to do overnights. But I do play games. I do VR chat. And if I can get back into the swings of it, I might actually start drawing on stream again. But welcome on in. And what shows are nostalgic for you is the better question right now, because everyone has their own type of nostalgia. Like I grew up in the '90s. I like '90s shows. I also like early 2000s. But like my one brother is gonna like stuff from the early 2010s. My other brother is gonna like anything from 2015, and then I have friends or my partner who are nostalgic for the early 2000s and nothing else for the most part. Heck, my partner Bun Bun enjoys Dragon Tales, and that's my genre of shows. And like I said, even if you're not here anymore, I'm sorry I didn't get to see the message. Like I said, it's over here tonight. Like I can barely see it, but I'm trying to look at it. But I'm trying to make sure it's not in the way too, because I want to be able to look right at the camera. I want to be like Nintendo and bring it directly to you. Holy crap! I never thought I was gonna be able to reference that. But yeah, like I said, let's go ahead and start with the other shows I liked watching, starting with Snick, because that's what Are You Afraid of Dark was on. I remember watching Kenan and Kel and its sister series, All That, which spawned my love of sketch comedy. And it has some really good, memorable actors, including Amanda Bynes, who we really don't see anymore, and Drake and Josh. And if you didn't realize, if someone who's never seen Amanda show, and I just recently learned this, the backstage manager on the Amanda show is Kairi from Digimon, and I never knew that. Like, I was today years old when I realized Kairi was on Amanda show. But it's like all that and on everything, like it was a trip. It was awesome. It had Keane Thompson on it, who's now doing Saturday Night Live right now. I'm not sure if he's still doing Saturday Night Live. I gotta keep it up on that. But he went back to sketch comedy after his stuff, and he's like the best part of it now. Well, anything from the late '90s to early 2000s through early 2010s. My childhood was just a wide variety of stuff because I was born in the early 2000s, but I had siblings born in the '90s. See, you're like my brothers. My brothers do not understand my stuff and vice versa. So I get what you're get it. Matter of fact, I'm not sure if you hear it during the spiel, but I grew up watching most of my stuff on VHSs. Matter of fact, I used to record, and my sister used to record stuff. So like, if it was Saturday night, we wouldn't have an issue. It'd just be Toonami and stuff, and I might record stuff on Nick. But if it was Friday night, I would record Cartoon Network, and she would record Nickelodeon. She would watch Nickelodeon, I would watch the Cartoon Network, and we swap VHSs. Just so we can watch stuff all the time. But like I said, I watched a lot, so I have like a lot of nostalgic shows. So like you could say anything basically. You had lots of VHS stuff, and then it transitioned to TV. Yeah, same. So I know you weren't here for this spiel, but there was a particular puppet show I used to watch. I only had one VHS of. I didn't. It was a series, but I could only find one of the VHSs. It was called Timothy the Tooth, which is a freaking. We'll call it a fever dream. And it's probably the main reason why I have a bad habit of forgetting to brush my teeth. Because I realized wait a minute, this is a dental educational show. So, it wasn't bad. It is good. Just, not everyone's cup of tea. But VHSs isn't a bad thing. Matter of fact, that's how I started watching Rocket Bullwinkle. I watched Mega Man. I saw the original Lord of the Rings cartoon, and a mixture of other stuff. Like, most people don't realize there's a lot of stuff on VHS that you didn't think about. Heck, I remember watching a show called Dragonflies on VHS, and it was the only way for me to watch it because it never aired. It only had the pilot movie. And I got to see not the ocean dub, but the original dub of Dragon Ball. And that's where my anime start was. It wasn't even Pokemon. It wasn't even Sailor Moon. Apparently, it was Dragon Ball. And it was the very first dub. And I didn't realize it. But like just like you, I eventually switched over to television version. Me and my sister would record stuff. Heck, I remember a show from Nicktoons that almost no one remembers called Kappa Mikey. And I record that religiously. Mostly had VHSs of movies, all the series I watched on TV. And that's fine too. Like, I'm pretty sure you mainly had VHS movies because that was the main thing your family probably wanted to have. Like, show VHSs were more of a luxury than a movie, to be honest. Because, Mom and Dad, I want this box set of VHSs. Why? It's like $100. And they don't realize that, yeah, it's $100, but you're paying how much for a movie? And this has me 20-fold on time. But hey, everyone's different on their. We all grew up in that awkward era of technology morphing. Heck, my first system was my dad's Sega Genesis, and I remember playing on that before the N64 came out. Like, I literally grew up with the video game boom. And the show boom, too. Those shows have gotten a lot better. But trust me. But Oh, I remember another show that was only on Nicktoons in the U.S. I don't know why it only aired on Nicktoons, but if you remember a show called Totally Spies, it did have a sister show, and it had one crossover with it called Martin Mystery, and it's it's one of the reasons why I'm a Kitsune, because it's a Monster of the Week series that stars Martin Mystery, this, we'll call it a dorky teenager, and his sister, who's this um Hermione. She's basically Hermione from Harry Potter, and this big, we'll call him a football structure guy, who's actually a caveman called Jug. I think his name's Jug, but no, Java. His name was Java. Sorry, and they're literally this little team of investigators for cryptozoology. It's like every episode was a different monster. So one was like based off of this monster. One of these episodes was actually based off an actual cryptid. And it was really good. I like the macabre, but like I said, I have a lot of nostalgic shows I can go with. Matter of fact, there's shows I'm trying to get Bum Bum to watch, and she won't. And I think it's just because of the generation gap. Like, she's 5 years younger than me, and that is just enough for it to be a difference. Hun, do you remember this show? No, but you remember Dragon Tales? Yeah. But hey, this isn't just about VHS shows tonight. It's about any show that's nostalgic. Heck, I can. If we're going for educational shows alone, I can mention one for PBS called Zaboomafoo. Heck, I will accept. Where is my Mountain Dew? I need to find my drink because I'm starting to get thirsty. I'll have to find it in a second. But I remember the Crocodile Hunter when he was airing new episodes on air. Which, again, most of my nostalgic stuff bleeds into stuff I'm interested a lot in. So, like, I am becoming a cryptozoologist, basically, in real life. Like, I'm getting ready to do research finally, because I'm starting to finally have some more time to start doing research on cryptids, so I can make my own series on YouTube that's literally about cryptids. So yes, someone finally Zaboomafoo with the Kraft Brothers. Me and you and Zaboomafoo. I can remember a little bit of the theme. It's been years and I'm having trouble finding it online, but that show was good. Like Zaboomafoo, Crocodile Hunter, and crud, not Martin Mystery. There was a third education show I used to watch. But it's if I remember it, I will mention it. But I cannot remember off the top of my head what it was. Like, it's not really nostalgic, but it did help me with it. I like animals and stuff, but yeah, still have that theme in my head. I know. Oh, you want to hear something that's even worse? Imagine working at a place that has its own radio station and you start hearing, every day I'm walking down the street and everybody that I meet. If you ever know what that theme is, if you don't, I'll say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. It's bad when you're working over and it's like, hey, is that the Arthur theme song? Yeah, I think the last PBS show I actually grew up watching a little bit of, and I didn't watch a lot because my sister and my family didn't like it, was Cyberspace. And that's because of Gilbert Godfrey, and it's like, wait a minute, you'll watch Aladdin, you'll watch the Aladdin series, but you'll watch Cyberspace because of Gilbert Godfrey? But yeah, I guarantee you, if you could name a show that was on a kids channel at least, or in a kids block, I probably know it. At least a little bit of it. I really need to figure out where my drink's at. There it is. And yes, the Kitsune has hand tracking on. There we go. But like I said, I grew up watching. So for context, I didn't live in a city, so like it took like an hour after getting on the bus to get home minimum. I'm saying minimum because the way where I used to live, if the parents weren't there, the bus driver had to wait a little bit, and then they would take them. So like by the time I got home, it's almost 5 o'clock. Afternoon cartoons are basically done on Kids WB. I watched some super old ones like He-Man, the Flintstones, and Jetsons. I did too. Matter of fact, there was an old channel. It's defunct now. It went defunct. It's 20. So it went defunct about 5 years ago, called Cubo, and I started rewatching He-Man on it because they did Cubo After Dark, which was literally He-Man, Brave Star, She-Ra, and Spliced. And if you've never seen Spliced, look it up. It's a really, really good episodic comedy cartoon. And then Flintstones and Jetson, it was Boomerang. When I watched them, along with Cartoon Network and any other channels they were on. And let's see. And thanks to that, I basically have seen at least a little bit of every Hanna-Barbera cartoon, especially Scooby-Doo. I was fascinated with Scooby-Doo as growing up. Matter of fact, I I didn't realize what it was, but I dressed up as Shaggy, and it was Shaggy to the T for Halloween as I was little. I had a Scooby-Doo plush. And like, man, I had the shirt and the pants, dude. It was like groovy. Matter of fact, Zombie Island had just came out when I cosplayed as it. Like one of my favorite costumes growing up. But I think I've seen all the old Scooby-Doo series and movies. Almost everyone has. So not everyone realizes it. The original Scooby-Doo cartoon feels like you're missing episodes, but you're not. Like, I think the original series is only 13. Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo is another, I think, only 13 episodes. The 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, which also eventually got a movie sequel finally to finish up the series, I think was only 26 episodes, and that was it. The new Scooby-Doo movies, I think, is the only original Scooby-Doo series that actually has 2 seasons. I could be wrong. I would have to look it up. And then you have Pup Named Scooby-Doo, which I think technically does have 3 seasons. I would have to look that up again. But they're also 13 episode seasons, not 26, so it's like a season and a half. But the movies, I can guarantee you I've seen every single one. Like, I have seen Boo Brothers, Reluctant Werewolf, Ghoul School, Arabian Nights, if I'm remembering the title right, but the one where it's literally just Shaggy and Scooby telling stories to the Arab Prince, and it's like and one of them's literally just Yogi Bear as the genie. Yeah, so I have a love-hate relationship with Reluctant Werewolf and with the Arabian Night movies. But I love Boo Brothers and I love Ghoul School. I don't care what anyone says. Ghoul School was good. It just wasn't everyone's cup of tea because they weren't used to it. And as for Boo Brothers, it's like, this is stupid. No, it's not. When you look how these characters are, when you realize what the Boo Brothers actually went through in context, makes the movie even better. So, if obviously you've seen it, Boo Brothers, they're parodies of the Three Stooges, but when you listen to their context in the movie, like, we're orphans. Think about it. They're brothers. They're orphans. they're trying to make a living. They are literally sticking together even afterwards and everything. And oh, the Goblin King's one of the newer ones, and I do love that one. If we're going for New Age, I do like that one. It's not that bad. It's not that good. It's that right middle thing of campy and everything. But I do like it for multiple reasons. The two is the story is actually not that bad when you put it in context. And Tim Curry being the Goblin King is literally a perfect choice in my opinion. He plays his villains really well. And then, yeah, we're gonna make, because this is an 18 plus stream. I'm just gonna say Velma. I'm just leaving it Velma and let you fill in the context. But that one's good. Cyber Chase is good too, in my opinion. Alien Invaders, I think, out of the Monsters is Real movie series, which is Zombie, Witch, Alien, and Cyber. I think Alien Invaders is the weakest out of the four. It is definitely the weakest, while Witch's Ghost is definitely the top one, and not because of the Witch Girls. It literally has the best pacing, the best storytelling, and the best setup for a twist. In my opinion, it's like that looks like a witch book because it is. They purposely didn't show us the book until that moment on purpose, so we would think he's literally telling the truth, and he legitly never lied, except for the factor of she was wrongly accused. He never lied. They accused her of this, not of this. She was healing to a certain extent, just not in the way they said. But she was a witch, and he technically never lies in that movie until he says she was not a witch, she was a Wiccan. But a lot of people give the new Scooby-Doo movies. I still gotta catch up on some of them. I think the weakest Scooby-Doo, and it's the only one I've never fully watched completely, that I did start up, was the I think it's the Vampire Circus one where they're singing the entire time. And it's like I can't get into this. It's like, this is not Scooby-Doo. This is not Scooby-Doo at all. This is you having an excuse to do a musical. But I can't say much about the Goblin King one again because for the original two reasons, like I said. Plus, I like the macabre. So, like, not only would I like it because it has monsters and they are real, I like Halloween. I am technically a Japanese demon. But let's see. Crud. Which one? I think it's the Plesiosaurus one that introduced the Ultra Instinct Shaggy, and I do love the factor of that. Shaggy does have this ability to be a badass, as long as he's not scared. Like, that's the only thing holding him back. Hescorus did irreparable damage to my taste. If it makes you feel any better, Bun Bun, my partner, is a goth girl technically. So I am with you. I am totally with you on that one. Like, yeah, it's like, you're not the only one they did damage to. I guarantee if anyone else pops up in this chat, they're gonna go, yeah. They would do more than what they'd be willing to admit. Alright, I'm gonna adjust myself real quick on the seat because apparently my tails want to go into my mouth. What the heck? I didn't hit that. Alright, give me a second. Where is it? Huh. My OBS does not want to open itself back up. Give me a second. You gotta love when stuff decides it's going to resource. Crud. It will not let me bring it to the front. Give me a second. I'll be right back. There we go. I think we are now back. I just gotta readjust one thing real quick. There we go. I have no idea why that happened. I am now back. And I gotta re-bring that up so I can see stuff again. Alright. I might have to stay in controller mode tonight for the rest of the night until I figure out what happened. Like input. There we go. Kitsunes are one of my favorite mythology creatures, honestly. Is that why you wanted to see me tonight? I'm picking a little bit. They are mine too, to be honest. They are. Oh, I need to readjust this real quick. They're one of the reasons why I like Japanese culture, to be honest. Which is funny because this is one of the Naruto themes too. And it's Naruto is technically a nine-tailed fox. But I am glad that you enjoy Kitsunes. Matter of fact, technically, I am a five-tail Kitsune. It's just the model I have has 5 tails. It's like I'll just adapt it to 5, and it works out. Let's see. Ta-da! And there we go. Like I said, but yeah, I guarantee you, if anyone else was in here, because going back to the Hex Girls, because it's no longer on the chat right now, you're not the only one that they had irreversible damage on. Heck, I guarantee you, people could say the same thing with Velma in the Goblin King movie. Or the Halloween how about the Halloween special where they literally said, "I am now 18. I can legally vote." That was a weird joke to put in a Subaru special. Ah, what's playing right now? Oh, they put the voices from it. Well, go ahead and skip that for now. There we go. That is not lo-fi. That is chiptune. That'll work. So technically, it would be 400. Like a lot of people get that confused. So kitsune in Japanese is literally just fox, but they use the term for specifically for fox demon. But a fox is always born with one tail, and it gains one tail per 100 years. So technically, I would be 400. It's like that weird mythology thing. So if I was a Pokemon, I would technically be a Vulpix because it has 5 tails and nine. It's weird. So even though 9 tails is a perfect example, like everyone, it has the thing is like tails grew more because it got more powerful. Yes, but if you go through the mythology, it's like it has lived about 800 years, so now it has 9 tails because it finally grew that extra tail. Like, see, this is why I want to be a cryptozoologist, because not a lot of people realize, like, you're not exactly wrong, but that's not how the story goes. Like, what is it? Oh, and okay, so I like the show Supernatural, not a nostalgia show, but I bring it up on purpose right now. And they had an episode with an Okami. And Okami is not a demon. Okami is a goddess. It is a singular being. It's technically not a demon of any type. But yeah, I more mean like bringing stuff out to the open. So like I watched a lot of stuff. Like I can tell you right now, Twilight, the movie's Twilight. Those aren't vampires. Those aren't werewolves. Those are technically daywalkers and lycanthrope. What's the difference between a werewolf and lycanthrope? Go watch Harry Potter. They tell you exactly in the third movie. But Supernatural's good, but it's very what's the word for it? Very lengthy. Every episode's about an hour. But it has like my favorite version of a villain called Crowley. And oh boy, he does his villains well. I will say he's one of those villains where you can't hate him. He's just too lovable, but you know you shouldn't type of thing. But like I said, not nostalgia show. I wanted to bring it up because they didn't do their research right, and you have an episode that makes absolutely no sense. Technically, what they described in the episode, because they ate livers, they technically were describing Kitsune, actual Japanese demon Kitsune. Like it's weird, but like when you go into mythos, it's like if, for example, if you go by foxes and their and actual habits and everything, um, male foxes will never find another mate, while the female fox will go out and find a mate after their partner has passed. And it's like, wait a minute, that would make every freaking Kitsune either female or hermaphrodite, just because of animal habits. And now we go back to Martin Mystery because it's basically the same freaking show. it Martin Mystery was Supernatural before Supernatural was cool. And then you have the knockoff called Secret Saturdays, which was good too. Which introduced me to some more cryptids I didn't realize. So, like, the Fingerston Phantom is a literal cryptid. Every cryptid they mention in that show is a real cryptid. They just adapted it for the show. Heck, we're still discovering creatures that we thought were fake, and come to find out they're real. So, the perfect example would be, what was it? It was the Relicanth, which is also a Pokemon because they did it for Gen 3. Is we initially thought that was not a real fish. Matter of fact, if you watch Atlantis: The Lost Empire, which is a really good nostalgic movie, the guy that hires Milo has Relicanths in the back. Because at that time, we didn't realize they were real. And then they started emerging, I think it was around Japan. And it's like, oh my god, it's a living cryptid. So it makes you wonder how many of these mythical creatures are real and how many of them were just exaggerated. Heck, there's a new theory that I can't remember what deity it is, but it's from an Asian culture. They show up when the disaster's about to hit, but it's weird. In their culture, it travels to the west afterwards, or it travels from the east to get there. While on ours, it's the exact opposite to the Mothman. As like, wait a minute, the mythos on both of these are identical. There's no way that's a coincidence. Kind of like dragons. How does every culture have a dragon when we've never were connected when they came up? And yes, Atlantis is an awesome movie. Matter of fact, it has one of my favorite voice actors in it, Cree Summer, who was on Inspector Gadget, and a very, 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 very inappropriate show called Drawn Together. Why did I use very much? Don't go watch it. Do not watch it. It is severely politically incorrect. And trust me, I love watching it because of how bad it is. I hate it because it's so against Twitch services. There's a lot of stuff I can't say about that show, but it'll make you wonder why they made it. But it also has Tara Strong, who also, you don't know who Tara Strong is. I could throw a very mixture of any cartoon character and you would know them. But hey, matter of fact, even though it's obvious who the villain is in that movie, it's like it how they come off as the villain is the twist. It's like, okay, where's the antagonist? Where's the antagonist? There they are. Let's see. Well, let's go with nostalgic movies then. So I have a nostalgic movie, and I got two, and they're two movies. Unless you're part of one fandom, you're not gonna know it. And unless you grew up watching it at reruns, you probably wouldn't know it. So I grew up watching two movies specifically. So when my parents finally got HBO, and they were on HBO Family, I would make sure I would watch them. The first one was Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and The second one would be Animal Olympics. Mm, yeah, Animal Olympics is obvious. I like the animals and everything. It does scream the '80s, unfortunately, but I liked it. And as for Pee Wee's Big Adventure, so I would watch reruns of just like Rocky and Bullwinkle. I would watch reruns of Pee Wee Playhouse, which you won't feel like you're on drugs. Go watch that. Either go watch that or Yellow Submarine. Trust me, you'll feel the effects of drugs. I don't know why, but you will feel the effects of drugs. Um, and it's like I didn't realize it until I started growing up, but Tim Burton had a big hand in Pee Wee's Big Adventure, and you can tell it afterwards, and I love it for that. Um, it is well written. It does have a really good set of callbacks towards the end of the thing, and if you've never seen the Pee Wee's Playhouse, it has um, it has Morpheus as a cowboy. If you ever seen The Matrix, it's literally you can literally put on the TV in front of them. Oh, I'm Cowboy Perch. Different time. Sorry. But yeah, what? So considering, I think you've seen more movies are gonna be more nostalgic for you. Go ahead and name a nostalgic movie of yours. Trust me, I may have seen it. Heck, I. Oh boy, I watched a lot of stuff on repeat growing up. See, that is a perfect one because I grew up watching that too. Like, you name a Disney movie, I probably grew up watching it. Heck, Bum Bum watches Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland, and it's not nostalgic, but Princess and the Frog a lot, along with Aladdin. See, you did what I would do. So like, if I had on VHS, I'll let it on repeat. Like, I remember watching a lot on repeat, but I remember watching The Emperor's New Groove a lot. Lilo and Stitch a lot, Monsters Inc. a lot, The Incredibles a lot, because I would literally just play it for a full week before rotating out. And like, I still have that habit. Not as bad now, but I still have that habit. Like, so like, I literally have everything of Daily Dose of the Internet downloaded right now, and made a little playlist on my Plex server to go on infinite repeat. And trust me, it's like one of the best. People nowadays do not get it. Back when we were growing up, it's you watch what you had. A lot of old Disney and Pixar movies I'd watch nonstop. So Toy Story, Bugs Life, oh, it's not Disney or Pixar. Small Soldiers, if you remember that movie. Small Soldiers. I would put that on a repeat too. I'm trying to remember what other Pixar movies were on VHS right now. Yeah, I'd like that movie needs a sequel, or and it needs a really good remake if they're going to redo it. So like, I know the movie's premise is making the most advanced toys because they need to make a better toy. How about repurposing it like we need severely intelligent toys so kids are more willing to buy our toy? It's like, didn't we do this a few years ago? Yes, but they weren't advanced enough. Let's make them better. And it's just same shenanigans and everything. It's like, honestly, that might be what Toy Story 5 is. Heck, I remember seeing Men in Black, and I wanted the little toy gun set. It was perfect as is. Its entire plot was wrapped up in one movie. You're right. And matter of fact, the creator and writer for that even mentioned that the Gorgons did make it home. So like they were not crazy. That was a legit place. So they did eventually did make it home. But like if they were to remake it, it would not do so well. If they were to make a sequel of it, which the creator did talk about, they were thinking about a sequel, just they didn't know how to do it. They would have to find a way to bring the Gorgons back some way, give them a reason to come back, or like say, yes, we have fought something like this before and know exactly how to deal with it, and come to find out like, crud, that's not going to work this time. But yeah, you're not wrong. That movie is perfect as is. It should not be remade, but it could use a sequel if they were to do it right. Though I know one movie that could use a remake. Warriors Are Virtue. I would say Surf Ninjas, but that movie also is perfect as is. I don't care. Grab, I can't remember his name, balls again, twist them to make them go, ah! But, you'd know him from, like, Naked Gun, or if you've ever seen Superhero Movie, their version of Uncle Ben. Oh, he's also in Scary Movie 3 as the president. What would be a old good movie that you already seen once or twice and never again? Oh, that is tough. That is a tough one. You know what? As much as I like Jurassic Park, I think that might have to be my answer. Because out of all my good old movies, I think I've seen Lost World and 3 more than the original by a lot. Yours would be 9. I have not watched 9 yet. My sister did. She was a fanatic with it. But I could not get into it. Like, I don't know why. I think it wasn't to my taste at the time, or I just wasn't for it yet. And that's coming from someone who likes Coraline and I do like Monster House. Yeah, I will agree. It is severe, even though I haven't watched it yet. I do know it is a cult classic. It's kind of like crud. What movie was it? Okay, it's a movie called The Mechanic. It's about an assassin training his apprentice, and his assassination name is called The Mechanic. It's I never hear anyone talk about this movie. It released back in 2010, and it's like it's really good. Along with Drive Angry, which has Nicolas Cage in it. Holy crud! What is a good old movie around that time too? That I'm thinking of. Not 9. Something. There's another movie, but there's another movie I like called Clock Stoppers. It's a Nickelodeon movie. And the premise was this kid accidentally, because his dad is basically this really good scientist who agreed to work on something in private, is sent a prototype of a stopwatch. Quotations on stopwatch. Well, his son thinks I remember it is a gift for him, and he doesn't realize that it stops time. So you have the first scene of him going through his regular routine, and then you have this him going through with him not realizing time has stopped, and it's like he literally doesn't realize it's literally just a movie about this kid literally trying to escape this company because he has this watch. It is a really good one too. But there was something else that came out around 9 time that I really liked. I would have to look it up. Like I've watched way a lot where it like everything gets jumbled up. But I hear no one talk about Clock Stoppers, and it is underrated. It's one of the few Nickelodeon live action movies that was really good. Snow Day is okay. Good Burger is okay. I only like it because of all that. Lemony Snicket's A Series of Fortune Event. I don't care how everyone says how bad that is, but it is definitely an underrated version of it. It is, though I do prefer the new one. Good night, Corona. Oh, thank you, AG. Thank you for coming in. I didn't realize you were here. But you have a good one, AG. I will see you either I might see you tomorrow night, or I should say you might see me tomorrow night. You have a good one, AG. One of my friends from one of my friends' streams. Zombieland was released in 2009. That is a good one. Did I get raided? Did Amy raid me or something? Thank you for the follow, Orc. I know Orc too. They're from Amy Doggy's stream, and I almost feel like they I feel like I might have gotten raided and I didn't realize it. Though I do think my follow alerts is not working. But thank you for the follow, Orc. Oh yeah, I can remember your name on here. Thank you for the follow, Winter. So yes, I definitely know you. And yes, Zombieland is a classic zombie movie, especially comedy. So is Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead is an amazing movie, and it's. I am just watching some YouTube. That's fine. Hey, lurking is welcome. Trust me, lurking is always welcome. But like any of the Cornello trilogy is good. So like Hot Fuzz and The World Ends, even though World Ends is like the weakest out of the three, it's still good in its own part. But yes, Shaun of the Dead is good. I personally like the original Dawn of the Dead. And more specifically, I like the European cut of it. I don't know why, but it flows a little bit better than the US cut. The plan is to, as long as nothing stupid happens tomorrow, I should be at the event tomorrow. We don't talk about event on Twitch because Twitch does not like that kind of content. But yes, I should be there for the most part. Good zombie movies. Suspicious? Nothing suspicious. So AG, Winter, and I go to this event that Amy Doggy hosts on Tuesday nights. The problem is the site that it's on and the content that is said on said stream goes against Twitch regulations because it's let's say Birds and the Bees. Let's go with Birds and the Bees. We'll call it Birds and the Bees. For lack of better wording. Yeah, it's definitely not safe for work. But good zombie movies. I don't watch a lot of them. The one guilty pleasure one of mine is Resident Evil Apocalypse. But you can argue that as being more of a video game movie. I'm actually having trouble thinking about zombie movies. I do not watch a lot of them. Oh, it's not a good one, but it is a very B movie, perfect movie. House of the Dead 2. Why 2? Because it's the only one out of the 2 movies that makes sense and can follow somewhat of a plot following the House of the Dead. Why am I going House of the Dead? Because I like referencing game sound effects, and that's how they say House of the Dead on the game. Okay, that joke's around its course. You're good, Winter. Like I said, lurking's welcome. Like I'm mainly streaming because I finally found a time slot I can actually stream on. It just unfortunately goes towards the end of Amy's stream too. But it is what it is. Like I'm back to be able to do. 28 days later. I wasn't thinking about that because I think of them as the infected and not zombies. So you're not wrong. That is a good movie. You could if you like to. But I don't know why it's showing me on green still. I did put it on this one though. But I am trying to keep it as you know what? I forgot I restarted the stream, so I can't even tell how long I've actually been live. What time is it? What time is it? It's 2:30, so I've been live for an hour and a half. But yeah, you can join Winter. Trust me. Yeah, like I said, I couldn't remember how long it's been. And sake of the argument, that way Winter can see me because I know they're on Quest. I'm gonna go ahead and switch it to an avatar I know they can see. At least that way that they can properly see me. And yes, I did shrink. Hey, Winter.
Hello.
Say, you can come up here if you want to be on camera.
Just shrinking getting back up to normal size. I was going to be like, I'm going to jump scare this one.
Fair enough. Hey, I wanted to make sure I was in an avatar that you could actually see.
Oh, you're fine. It's good. It's a good avatar.
It's like the only one I could think of that is set up for.
Okay, on the Twitch side, it's closed. On my side, it's not.
Oh no, I know it's not, but it doesn't. So this is like the only one I personally don't have set up for the other type of stream. Obvious reasons.
The stream that he does not have access to say.
Say, give me a second. So because right about here where it cuts off. So give me a second. The camera. So let me adjust it real quick.
Where'd my camera go? He cannot say.
There we go.
I might need to take this off. Hold on. I'm gonna take off one thing. I had to take off one thing.
Don't strip. This is a safe for work stream.
No, the thing around my neck. I don't want to be like.
But say hello to Flux. They've been here for most of my stream. We are tonight's subject because I like picking subjects from VR chat was nostalgic shows, but we have somehow ended up on zombie movies.
Ooh, shit. That's some good. Those are good movies. I was thinking like some good like movies. You got 9 out of 11 Dead.
Yeah, classic or
Um,
Tom Savini remake.
Don the classic one.
Gotcha. And if whoever doesn't know who
Ooh,
Tom Savini is, not only was he the special effects artist on Dawn of the Dead, he's also the biker in the same movie.
you know what would be a good subject to talk about during Halloween? Horror movies.
See, I was gonna do that. Horror movies and my
I
and
read
what
your mind.
and what brought up nostalgic shows. And I started and
Mhm.
after I started on Spiel was I started with Are You Afraid of Dark? Was one of my customers came in the store literally 2 days ago wearing a Johnny Bravo T-shirt, and this like I never see merch for that.
It's a once in a blue moon.
I think this stream was put me in the mood to finally set up a Kitsune avatar. I'm glad it did. I guarantee you can probably find a good bit. Mine was called a Vulper, but I found a Kitsune variant. But like I said, no one has Johnny Bravo merch. Like you never see that. You
It's
don't
like you
really
see it
don't.
rarely.
Same thing with Mike, Luke, and Og. You don't see it or Evil Carcarne.
hmm
You
It's
mainly
like once you see
see
it, you don't know if it's gonna go. It's like once you see them, I don't know. It's gonna be a 50-50.
like you see
50-50 now.
merch for Ed. Like I did mention earlier, but you do see merch for Ed and Eddie. You see it for Foster's
Good
Home,
show.
Dexter's Laboratory, Courage the
We
Cowardly Dog, and I'm not counting Powerpuff Girls because most of the new merch is the remake.
don't talk about the remake. We talk about the original. What about Samurai Jack?
I see merch for that still.
You forget about that series, so there is no remake.
But they don't make it as much
Luckily,
anymore either
yeah. But
because
hey, at
season
least
five.
they, yeah. Season 5 we don't go to.
Oh
What
no,
about
I like season
Conan the
five.
Barbarian? No, not Conan the Barbarian. What's that one or series that was made by
Dave
the director?
the Barbarian,
They
which
that
was a
one.
Disney show, which has one of my favorite jokes
No.
of all time. And Dave proceeded to make a microphone out of a piece of string, a squirrel, and a microphone. You
Take the
want to talk
joke as
about
you
brain rot
can.
TV? That was brain rot TV. Disney
Before we had brain
invented,
rot.
yes, Disney invented modern day brain rot.
No, what's that one series? It was made by the director. I mean, the person that made Samurai Jack. It was on Adult Swim and Match
Primal.
only. It was, yeah, that one.
I still have to
Yeah, that
watch
one.
it, but I do know about the Dino Disease episode, and that looks like a nightmare episode. Like I
No,
literally will have to watch it in the dark on purpose.
the one episode I would not want. Like the one episode I really want to watch in the dark is that one episode of Samurai Jack where he's in like the um house with like all the souls.
Yes, that is a perfect one, and I do like watching that during Halloween time. I had the complete
Yeah.
series on DVD.
He's like, I have it on standby.
Oh no, I have the entire series on my computer,
Hmm.
but I had season 1 through 4 on DVD and 5 on digital because it was only available on digital at the time.
Yeah. But when I saw you, whenever your status said streaming, I was like, what are they streaming on? And I just see, and I was like, let me just check. And and I saw your Twitch name and one of your names. I was like, grab that name, paste, and let me just see
Joink.
what the reaction is.
So, um, I'll probably splice some avatars together. That's not a bad idea to be honest. That's something I still need to do. But if you
Hmm.
ever see me like saying I am gonna have a busy night or I got stuff to do,
hmm
that's usually my code in any stream that like I'm streaming. I'm just not saying it
We have a
because
certain code word for certain
like
things.
Amy has picked up the factor of I'm not gonna say I'm streaming on purpose because it's
Hmm
rude for me to say, oh, I'm gonna be streaming too. But like if
Yeah.
it's like say I plan to stream in the morning or I'm streaming
hmm
tomorrow, that's different. I'm not trying to steal the audience.
Oh, I'm just saying stream in the morning be like a iffy though for like Americans though because some Americans be asleep or in school, but in the outer part
Exactly.
of the world it'd be fine.
But I did mention House of the Dead 2 as a zombie movie.
Ooh, that sounds good.
If you've ever seen that.
Ooh, there's a movie I watched recently, Weapons. It's a good suspenseful movie.
I've heard of it.
It has the actor that plays Thanos in it.
See, and that's the reason why I heard about it.
And
But I still need to watch it.
What's his other name? And Juan, Doctor Strange's mentor.
Gotcha.
He's also in
So
it.
yeah, I
But I
definitely
will
heard
say
about it.
it is going to get you confused in the beginning, but just watch it and it gets like it tells you like how I'm gonna say it's going to bounce around characters to lead up to like a real cool. I don't want to say anything else, but I will just say, don't watch it if you're sensitive with blood.
Oh, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
Which is ironic because if I see myself bleed, it's like, oh,
I'm
help.
hurt. I'm fine.
No, but like I got stuff. I got stuff I don't like talking about. Stream happen is like I'll tell you in private at one point.
Mm-hmm.
But you're telling me it's set up like most animes nowadays that have several fights happening at once and they're jumping between them, like the new Demon Slayer movie.
Yeah, but I don't want to say a whole lot about it though because I don't want to spoil it. It's so good.
Fair enough.
I don't know if you heard about. I don't know how long ago this was, but did you hear about COD? Paramount was offered by Steven Spielberg to make the COD movie, but they said no.
Why? I'm trying to adjust it so I can see chat and still see you a little bit. There we go.
You're like.
What I'll do is I'll put chat in front of my face now. Eat.
Yeah.
That will work.
Anyway.
It would be another Abby to add to my large roster of OCs. I don't have a problem. I can quit when I want to. Hey, Winter, should I show them my vast collection of 100 avatars uploaded?
I haven't seen them all, so let's not do that right now because you might actually have one that is you might actually have one that is like yeah, but let's just say let's be careful because you might have one that's not good.
Oh no, I have one avatar at least I cannot show on this stream.
Actually shows on stream. F. That curve's over.
It's a cryptid curve avatar. It's one of the first ones. No, it's one of the first ones. It is
I don't have my own avatar yet.
But like I'm including variant ones, so like I have all these other variant mini novas, and I have all these other variants of like the Nova Beast. My Vulpur, I have at least 3 variants right now. I have a Typhlosion Nova Beast. But I don't have my regular one yet.
Yeah.
And then let's see if I have it fixed. Let's see if I have it fixed. Is it uploaded? State added. There we go. I think I have it up finally fixed. Let me see. Do you recognize this avatar? If you can see it on stream. See if you can see it on stream real quick. Because I have not fixed this yet. Or Quest yet.
Stand by, everyone. I'm multitasking for someone.
Trust me. You recognize this avatar. Speedrun for all of them and blow up VR chat's loading systems. No. I want to stay streaming in this game. Thank you. I give you a hint. I'm a twin.
That one. Nice. That's a good one.
It's like, let me pick one. Like, well, I know which one. This is the one I haven't played with a lot, and I finally fixed. And I have 2 variants of this one as well.
The safe word side and the other side.
Yes. I am Amy's twin in this one. That is the joke. She has my shoes on.
Oh my gosh. Hey,
I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Yeah. If you look at the shoe she has on in this avatar, it's literally my textures. Because I gave her the textures for it. That's literally what spanned the friendship because I went to one of the meetups in this one because it's like I got it too. And it's like I got it too just because it just came out, and I did the text stream the
Mhm.
same day. She said like she kept staring at the shoes continuously through the entire meetup. And it's like I really like
Just
those shoes. That's like, do you want the texture? And she went, yeah, just send me them afterwards. And literally since like, there you go. And
I will
now
just
I've
say,
been friends for like a year minimum.
I've been I don't know how long I've been, but I know that I've been following her for over a year though. But I would recommend she's a really nice person though.
She is, and
Like if you're, how I
she's
can
one of the
say
main
this with
reasons why I
honesty,
stay on.
and I can also say for honesty though, like if anyone's a part of the community, the LGBT community, that is the one person that you can go to. Like if you want to have someone that can help you out in times, she knows how to put a smile on your face.
Yeah, there's another streamer like that, but she's on the safe work version of the side. Her name is Kobe Hema. I'm friends with
Never
her
heard
too
of
to
it.
a certain extent. Kobe Hema is a very energetic golden retriever dog.
Ooh.
She mainly plays Sonic games on her streams when she does play games, but she is stuck to VR chat recently because it seems like she has a lot better time doing VR chat. Um, I have a few avatars that's made by her husband, Radius, and he makes a mixture stuff. Matter of fact, if you haven't seen his avatars, you have seen his magic circle system at least. That's like the most
Magic
popular
circle.
thing he's made. I would
Yeah.
show it, but my avatar that has it, if for some reason the magic circle system is busted on it for no reason. I'm
It's
trying to
like,
figure out what happened with it. Yeah, it just won't. When I go like this, it doesn't trigger.
mm,
Um,
be a
but
good game that you could do for Halloween. Metroid Awakening. It does have some jump scares in it though. Like it'll catch you off guard with some of the enemies,
I
like
might,
with some of the stuff.
because I found a
But
way to stream my games via my Quest headset. I mean, stream. I
mhm,
mean, like I can take my Quest headset to the other room, stream. It ends up being a PNG tuber, but I made it to where it works good. So like I don't have my
mhm.
VTuber model, but it's still my VTuber model if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I did some really good photo shots in VR chat to make a PNG tuber, and let's leave it with that. But it's like now I have something representing me on the stream, and I can still play my
Mhm.
games because my PS5 controller
Yeah.
will do gameplay no problem in the other room without lag.
And I will just say, like, it's a good game though, but it's just gonna like some of the things you're just gonna like, when is it gonna get to this part? Because it's like a slow process. I'm already
I
on
I
chapter
played games like that.
5. It's made by
Like
the same company that made Arizona Sunshine though.
like if you ever play Fatal Frame, you understand why like I can get that. Like Fatal Frame has a slow start too. All of
Hmm.
them do, in my opinion, to be honest.
I don't know if you recently heard this, but we're gonna be getting a Discord app for Discord's now going to be actually an app where we can use it on the Quest instead of like going through the
I
browser.
know, and I
That was
love
gonna
it.
It's gonna be good for me though because if I want to stream games,
Yeah.
I can play some of my games on here. Because there's a lot of games I have, and it's like I really want to show people, and it's like I don't want to do a whole different process where I have to go through my phone and do that.
Well, if I'm gonna stream games, I mean like on
Mhm.
Twitch when it's overnight because Bun Bun sleeps in the main room. I'm technically in the kitchen right now, which is his own room. Um, it's a mother-in-law suite, so it's basically more of a studio apartment. Like we
Yeah,
have
I
a
can
bathroom, its
understand.
own room, the kitchen's its own room, and then the main room's the bedroom, basically. So if I were to show
Yeah,
you the span of it, um,
you'll be
honestly, I
surprised.
could. So if you go to that wall all the way over there and go to about where those um behind us where the poles are,
Uh,
that's about the
mhm.
length of the place alone. Just the length.
Hmm.
And the
Hmm.
width of the main room is from where those bottles are to about where
Oh
this
my god.
glass is. So like
Holy
it's a pretty
cannoli.
big place to be honest.
Hmm.
But the width is including the kitchen a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But the length, that's the full length of the building.
Holy cannoli.
Yeah, that's a big place, isn't it? That's bigger than most
Yes.
apartments. But I probably use Steam Link to stream the games to my headset
Mm-hmm.
and just control whatever I can from there. And since I don't
Yeah.
have to, so I had something, and I have the point system now, and I did something that in VR chats, not I had to manually do it. But
Mm-hmm.
if I'm VTubing, if I can find
Yeah.
a way for it to track my head movement via this in my program, um, if I were to click the points and redeem it for something, so like the Big Shrink, which is like anime
Mm-hmm.
reference, if it's my VTuber program, it would
Mm-hmm.
automatically just change me.
Hmm.
I wouldn't have to do anything. It times out after so long, so like I have set it for like 5 minute increments, so it would turn me into this after for 5 minutes and then go back.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have to do anything. I got
That's
to set
pretty
up.
good.
You redeem it, I turn into it.
Hmm.
So
Neat.
like if you go to redeems, every single redeem that's an avatar is a reference to something, except for Nova Beast.
Hmm.
It's them, which is a joke. It literally says because everyone has one. But the Big Shrink's an anime reference. I'm the Mama. Jen is a old show reference. It's if you ever seen or heard of dinosaurs, the one baby literally would
Okay.
go, "Not the Mama." Like literally every
That's
single
funny.
one's just a straight up reference.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what other ones that I went hippity hop for my bunny one. I went da 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 for my shark. So the one that's not as obvious is Zeldafy Me. It's
Mm.
actually an old cereal reference. Crunchitize
Hmm.
me, Captain.
That sounds pretty cool.
So like almost I still have more to do. And the Big Shrink is a reference to a anime I watched growing up called Case Closed. The very first episode is called The Big Shrink. And if you've ever seen Case Closed, the first episode's the only time you see Jimmy Kudo and his actual age. For the rest of the series, you see
Oh.
him as a kid under the codename Conan Edogawa.
Hmm.
So the joke
Everyone has to have their
is,
code names, though, for
the
certain
joke
things, though.
is the Big Shrink is I'm in my Kitsune avatar. Big Shrink, mini canine.
Neat.
I know. And like I've been looking up how to do stuff in VNeon, and it's like, let me look how I need to get this stuff set up. I actually have channel points now. I can actually have redeemed so that, and you can also take a back and go. Now that one I need to retexture
That's pretty
because
good.
give me a second because I actually have a bat texture on this avatar that I want to put up. You'll probably see on string. Yeah, I don't have a Quest version yet of this. I gotta work on my Quest
Hmm.
versions.
You got a lot of stuff like
I have a
a
lot.
lot of quest stuff for.
Yeah, I got a lot I still gotta work for. And apparently this one needs updated a little bit.
Hmm.
Only a little bit though.
Yeah.
It took forever because it's on old format. But
Hmm.
this is what I wanted to show. The goal is to take the
Oh.
texture from my bat that's on this. You see it on stream.
Mm-hmm.
And put it to
Let
where
me
it
check.
literally
Let me
goes.
check. Like I'm just looking at mods for one of my games. So if I want to play one of my games with a certain mod, I can.
There we go. This is the outfit supposed to have
Oh.
on when I come on, but
Hmm.
I want to get my bat on this as the bat that's on the app, so I can go, which is a lot harder to do because I gotta learn how to do that too. What
Let
is
me make
playing
sure.
right now?
I have no
Oh, it's
idea.
a Demon Slayer song. Okay. I didn't recognize it for a second.
Always gotta make sure it's the right one, or it's
So apparently, the original playlist I had for anime lo-fi at some point got deleted, so I didn't have it in my saves
ooh,
anymore. So I
ain't
had to
good.
look up another one.
Hmm.
And it's working pretty nice, to be honest.
Yeah, this is the one thing I will say about certain things though. Like once it's getting close to certain seasons, though, you know how some people are with their mods with games. They'll
Yeah.
update it to where they're like, "Hey, we're going to put all these assets into the game."
So
One
VR
thing I do
chat, what
like
they're
is
doing right now.
yeah, kind of like that, but with like if I want to play like Bone Lab, there's like certain mods. I was like, "Ooh, can I get it?" And it's just like, "Yes, no, yes, no." Because there's some mods that have pretty much overridden. They put like a certain outfit over a character, and it's like, "This is the character that you're gonna be using."
I'm pretty sure you can see the stick I just
Yeah,
magically spawned.
yeah, I have that. I have that one as well.
I'm just saying example.
Yeah.
Do you have that one?
Yep.
I know.
I was logged. I had to be. I was logged on. I had to make myself log on during that time.
Which reminds me, I still need to get my subscription set up so I have them ready for October's. I guarantee it's gonna be a
Ooh,
pumpkin or something.
or a trick or treat basket.
Fair enough.
Mine expires on in 7 days. So
Well, I
luckily,
haven't
my
been
paycheck.
I haven't been in a month.
Yeah.
Well, let me phrase it. I haven't been on it in a month long enough to use it. We don't click. We
Mm-hmm.
do not count Tuesdays. We do not talk about Tuesdays. There is nothing wrong in Munsing say.
Tuesday stays and pray.
Ah, but
I will
oh
just
yeah,
say there's that.
but
Go ahead.
so I also going back to previous portion of the stream before I forget because we were talking about nostalgic blah blah. So I mentioned Are You Afraid of Dark? I liked it better than Goosebumps, and then like Martin Mystery, if you know what that series is,
Mm-hmm.
and Supernatural.
There's one series I would not want to watch. I never want to watch it. It's the um Final Destination movies. Heck no.
They are
You
not
know
as
what?
bad as you would think. They're actually more
Well, there's
tame
one
than
that
the
I don't
Saw
want to watch.
movies.
No,
Is it
it's
the
there's
roller
one I don't
coaster
want to
one?
watch. Nope.
Which
Login
one?
truck. The
Oh,
login truck.
I think
Yeah.
that's the second one.
Yeah, that's one I don't want to watch.
I crave the macabre.
It's funny though how whenever I ask people for suggestions for an avatar, there's like I think this avatar I've been using, there's like use that one as your avatar because it fits you perfectly. And it's like I can't go to the other side of it. There's like it fits you more perfectly, and I was like, what do you mean? I went through the customization. I was like, I see what they mean now because this one had like customization where I can change the glasses. Almost
A
everything's
mixture of
customizable.
everything. Matter of
Yeah,
fact,
but
I
the one
gotta
thing I
figure out how
wanted
to
to
splice. I gotta figure out how to splice parts now. That's my next learning task for avatars.
wow, you only got basically one more day until you get the until the drone goes away.
Till
The
the
drone,
drone.
the customizable drone.
Oh, I already have that. I think.
I do too, and I'm checking how long until the cozy campfire bundle. You have until Halloween. Holy cow! The
Why did it
uh-oh.
do that? That
Because it's linked to because it's also linked to a camera.
is annoying slightly. There we go.
Yeah. Let me see if I can. Let me show you mine though. Here's mine. I didn't buy it in a certain colors though because I was like, you know what? It's good.
Since I'm off tomorrow, I might try to customize mine.
Oh, I hope I wasn't taking any photos during that. Oh no.
Joke's on him. He probably was. You might have
I'm
accidentally taken
checking.
one.
Nope.
Oh my
Nothing
god,
on
VR
them.
chat didn't glitch for once.
Surprisingly.
I will make fun of this game as much as I love it.
Yes, no VR check. Hey, we heard that.
Exactly.
Though I will just say the next thing I really want to do is get a PlayStation 5 so I can play one of my all-time favorite games in VR. That's the It's Hitman 3.
Eh,
Because the Quest 3 version, that's so good because I've seen it, like it looks like picture like potato graphics.
fair enough. You have a good
Like
night, Flux. And thank you for
good
coming in.
night. Have a good
Have a
night.
wonderful eep. They literally just put it in. I just want to make sure I could say goodbye to him real quick. But yeah, I have a PS5 and everything. The only problem with playing anything on the PS5 VR wise
Mm-hmm.
is you have to have a PS5 VR headset.
Yeah.
So,
And I won't
and
mind that because I will do that. Like if I make a lot of money from my next job, hey,
well,
I can use my Quest Play space.
you really, I'm not sure if you can use a Quest with the PS5, but you
No,
can
I
use
have
the.
like a. I'll show you how big my play space is. I'm going to show you live.
Oh,
I'm
your
not moving
actual
my
play
joystick.
safe.
Yeah, watch. I'm not going to move my joystick. This is me actually walking.
So you actually have about the same amount of space I do. Not
Yep.
well, not right now, but when it's just me in the place, I have this vast space.
Yeah, but this is downstairs though. I have done
Fair
it multiple
enough.
times. So people are like, when people see me moving, I was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm not moving my joysticks. I'm just standing still."
Fair enough.
Because my left is the one to move, right is to move. My right is to move, left is returning. But I can also just be like, you know what? I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna move behind the bar. No hands. So
Yeah,
I'll just
you
have
have
it
about
out
the
of
same
place.
amount of space I do if I had the place to myself. Kind
Yeah,
of.
but the reason why I want to get the PlayStation 5 version of the Hitman game is because let's just say the Quest version manually reload. You have to press a toggle to do the reload.
Yeah, that's because because Quest has a mixture of limitations. Matter of fact, Resident Evil 4 VR is
Mhm.
actually port of the PS2 game to a certain extent,
It's good.
obvious reasons.
It's a
But
yeah.
the only problem with
I
getting the
still did the
PS5
lake Easter
version
egg.
is
Hmm
you would have to get the VR on the PS5 itself. But in
hmm
exchange, if you get the right piece, you can put that to a PC.
Yeah, but if I do get that version of the game, it's gonna be funny. I'm like, hey, I wonder, and I'm gonna be like this because I like looking at firearms like real closely. Like if even as an avatar, I'll be looking at like how you're supposed to actually handle it. I'll be looking like I'm like I wonder. Pull back the hammer a little bit. Perfection. But
So,
yeah,
alright. Give me
and it's
just a
already 2
second.
o'clock in the
I
morning.
just realized I never switched over my laundry. So give me like 5 to 10 minutes real quick for a quick break. And I'll be right
Okay,
back. I just like realized
all
like
right.
wait, I've been streaming this entire time. I have not taken a single freaking break.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna take a restroom break as well. So
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the be right back screen up for now till I get back then. I will
all right.
be in
All right.
Alright, I'm back finally. Alright. Let's get this screen switched back over. Alright. There we go. And let me go and switch back to my regular avatar for now. There we go. Alright. Let's switch it over to... I know I have a really good playlist on here right now. Where is it? You know what? Let's do Kemp for a little bit. There we go. And I'm not sure if it's... And I'll have to go back into this later. Welcome back, Winter.
Thanks. Yeah, whenever I was like, when I did this, you didn't move whatsoever, I was like, I think I know what's going to happen. And I just like reload. Yeah. Almost. Time just flew by. I cannot believe it's already almost 3:10.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
I also have another guest apparently. My Beagle decided like I want to be clean now. So he's in the room with me.
Hmm.
He wants snuggles.
No.
And he'll go snuggles in about 30 minutes, give or take.
I'm just saying, if at times I will just say Amy's like, I can say this with confidence. Like when I met Amy for the first time, I was like, I am nervous. Like because I did not know, because I was terrified because she's a person I didn't know. I was like, who am I about to run into?
So
Because I was just like,
I could think Amy, Kobe, and Radius, and I'm Starry Kitty's what they're going by now for opening me up to be more social.
Yeah.
Because without their groups, I literally would not be as talkative. And if it wasn't for Tavo, I probably would not be on VR chat because Tavo's literally what got me interested in VR chat.
Yeah. Like I came across this game randomly. I was like, I wonder what's this all about, and I just played it. And I was like, wow, this is cool. Because I did not know what I was getting myself into. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to get myself into. And then I started meeting other people. I was like, wow, these are nice people. Yeah. Like almost all my friends are friends I met on here.
To be honest, I have one friend that literally went like, I never thought I was a furry until like I hit the. It's like, oh, now I get it. They never hit the right species for themselves, and once they hit the right one, it's like, now I get it.
Yeah. It's just so cool how we have a lot of people.
Like everyone's
Because there's a lot of
different.
people. Yes, everyone is different, but we make sure that everyone's all right.
But which also inspired that kind of inspired me to make a sketch with VR chat. There's an episode of American Dad. It's the clip I want to use for the audio. It's literally Haley
Mm.
going like, "You don't have any nails to Roger," and Roger literally goes, "Hello, I'm Roger. I like to pretend."
Like, there's a lot of people I can just say these are people I'm glad I have met. Like, I met you, Cosmo. Like, there's a lot of people from Amy's community. I'm just like, wow, where would I be if I didn't meet certain people or I didn't discover VR? Like, because I always look back onto the past and I was like, what if I never discovered VR? Where would I be today? And I think to myself, I was like, I won't be able to have a lot of friends I know today. Because I take that for granted though. Like almost every day, I'm just like I'm thankful for all these people I have met. I'm just like people I have met and made memories with. I'm just like I make funny memories. I make the best memories. I have made so many good memories.
All because that most people realize VR chat is not technically a game. It's at the end of the
It's
day, it's
so.
literally us socializing. Like, especially if you're in VR, like most people don't realize, like what I'm seeing, my brain literally thinks it's in front of me.
Mm-hmm. And just hopefully one day I'll be able to meet all the friends I have met throughout the times I've been on here because there's a lot of people I'm just like I really want to meet. Like Amy, for example, I'm just like I really want to meet her. She seems so sweet.
Heck, I had a chance to, but I physically wasn't able to.
You were busy.
No, very short layover time.
Hmm.
So,
Whenever I had a chance to meet her last year, but I was busy with work.
so
No, I wasn't.
when
No, I was graduating from my school at the time, and I was like, huh.
so for me, it was literally back in August. We literally flew down to where she lives for a layover
Mm-hmm.
to get over to Ohio for where we were going.
Yeah.
And when we went initially, it would have been like a maybe a 45-minute layover, and then it
Mm-hmm.
went to, oh, may if we get there enough time, maybe I can go ahead and give her. I was thinking about like, okay, apparently our second flight got delayed and everything. It's like maybe I have enough time to go get grab the stickers real quick before we leave, because I
Mm-hmm.
literally live near the airport that we were heading out
Yeah.
of, and then our flight got delayed. It's like, well,
Hmm.
no point now. We still only have 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And then the other layover when we were coming back was like an hour and a half. By the
Mm-hmm.
time Amy would have gone to the terminal I was at from where she would have to enter from,
Mm-hmm.
or by the time I would walk there, I would have to instantly turn right back.
Yeah. You're like, damn it.
Amy's been to that airport enough to say, like, yeah, you don't have enough time.
You don't have enough time. I'm sorry.
Though I technically could fly from where I'm at down to her at any time if I wanted to.
I would love to meet her, but I'm just like, if I meet her, I'm gonna be scared because she knows certain things about me. I'm just like, uh-oh,
I
I'm
don't think
scared.
she's gonna pull to that stuff IRL. Like IRL versus VR chat's two
That'd
different
be funny though.
things.
That'd be funny though if she did. It'd just be
That being
like you just be like, hey,
said, I
anything's
do know a
possible.
little bit more of Amy's personal life to a certain extent between
Hmm.
the lines type of things. So it's like I know she's less likely to do it IRL, but she is going to do it on VR because it's one of those CNC situations, non-consensual, consensual.
Hmm.
Well, sorry, consensual, non-consensual. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like,
Hmm.
you know you want to be treated this way at the event, that one event on Tuesdays. So we're going to treat you that way on that event on Tuesdays, type of thing.
It's fine for me though because I'm just like it's who I am now, and it's like whatever people call me, I'm just like whatever the name they call me though, I don't want to say it though. I don't know how sensitive it is though, but it's like it's fine though because it's just like, hey, it's who I am. I opened up and I'm just like, this is who I am.
To be honest, I literally went to my card shop to switch my name over to Chrono. It's like, if I'm going to own it to this, I'm going to stick to it. I don't hide the fact I'm a furry on purpose. The only thing is I don't use my name. That's the only thing I don't do.
Whenever I'm just nervous though, because I'm just like certain people in my family, I'm just like, I don't know if I should open up to it like that. Because I just get nervous though.
Heck, I don't. So Bum Bun knows I'm a furry. She finds it weird, but she's fine with it. Though she definitely does not like my little side, so it's like I had a package come in type of thing. She wasn't supposed to see it type of thing because I didn't think she was going to understand. She wouldn't. But what's funnier is my family, except for my one brother, come to find out he is a furry.
When you find out one of your family members is a furry,
I literally found out that he officially was a furry, not just a friend of furries, but was a furry. Was during Pride this year.
Wow.
And it's like, oh, you have been streaming. You're using a possum as your thing. It's like, I have a perfect avatar for him. I sent to him before I sent him to that. I literally found a comic, and it's literally like, I now get to torture you.
Yeah.
But it's funny that he's literally the only one that's put two and two together in the family. My mom, my dad, and my little brother have not figured it out, which is funny because I took my fox ear. I don't know what kind of hat it is, but it's like a beanie, but it has the folds on the side too, and the strings on it. It's like you wear it in the wintertime, but it has little fox ears, along with a I can't remember what else I took. I think it was my DJ Pen 3 beanie with me to Williamsburg last year. I later said, all right, pick one. She picked the fox ear one. For reference, she does not know I'm a furry at all or anything, which is weird considering I'm the one that took her to BronyCon the 1 year.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm just looking at some of the games that are upcoming for VR. There's one game I will say do not probably stream on Twitch. I don't know how sensitive Twitch is. Postal. Postal's coming to VR though. I was like, ooh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, Postal, you cannot play on Twitch. Honestly, I'm not sure why it's still allowed, but you still stream South Park: The Stick of Truth.
Well, you can skip some. You can probably skip some stuff though.
You can and you can't. That's one reason why I streamed it on Mixer.
That's why I streamed... god!
Yeah,
you brought back Sun. I remember.
I streamed that game particularly on Mixer because I was allowed to stream it on Mixer.
And plus on Mixer, you'll be able to see the chat while you're playing though. But
yeah, and I didn't have to censor anything.
Mixer, I was like, no.
Matter of fact,
Mixer was so fun. I miss it.
It was. Matter of fact, I watched a 24-hour, 7 days a week stream of nothing but the Gandalf meme that went da 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 da. I literally would just put that on the background.
Well, but, you're just like,
there's a lot.
You're like, I'm gonna have to.
But Twitch has that weird thing to where like I could play Wolfenstein on here, but I technically should not be playing the Stick of Truth on here for the same reason. So no, Wolfenstein because of your enemy.
Yeah, but
South Park: Stick of Truth has a similar type of it, but it's not the same context that Twitch secures as. It's fine because of the time period. That's the difference.
Yeah, but
Wolfenstein has alternate timeline or historical time, while South Park says like we're just throwing them in.
Did you go for that one achievement on on one of the Wolfenstein games?
No.
You
So
didn't
I've
kick him?
only played the original Wolfenstein. I mean the
Oh my gosh.
original.
Oh, I know which one you're referring to. I can, maybe one day on Amy's Discord if I'm not busy with work. I can probably stream. I can probably put it in the gaming chat and probably just be like, I'm gonna
Probably.
play some Wolfenstein. I'll probably play some Wolfenstein because I haven't played in a while though. I was like, hey, I want to replay an old game. But
Honestly, I was thinking about doing the same thing with my Guitar Hero stuff too.
oh my gosh, there is a Guitar VR game as well.
I know, but it's not going to be the same.
Yeah.
It, though the drum one, Ragnarok, that one makes
Mm-hmm.
sense.
Yes. There is. I forgot there's a game I have seen and it's called. I just saw this one recently. I was like, hey, what's this one like? And it's like and a roguelike game. I was like, ooh, what's the elements? And it's like pick a car, you'll pick your rogue element, and you get a weapon. Some of the weapons that it has, like a cartoony kind of scale one, where it's just like you go against this many enemies, have a combo thing. It's kind of like those like mobile games where you see like you have to pick
Gotcha.
those roguelike. It's kind of like those ones. Like, oh, it's a cool premise.
It kind of like fist.
But
I think it was called Fist Punch or Fist Bump. It was a really good mobile game I used to play, where it just kept chaining up
mm-hmm.
kills, basically.
But there is one game I'm ready for this year. It's the Deadpool game.
And that right there is why I want Quest 3.
Oh, you're on a Quest 2. I still have my Quest 2.
Well, yeah, I am on a Quest 2, but it's hooked up to computer. But at the same time,
But
like,
you
I
can
want the
probably also
Batman
stream
VR,
You can also. Oh my gosh, it's fun.
and if
It's in
I
the, it
get the
takes
Quest
place in
3,
the
I could play
Arkham
both.
universe.
And see, I don't care if it's in that or not. It's Batman.
Yes. Oh my
Who am
gosh, it's just
I?
so.
I
It's
am
just fun.
darkness. I am the night.
It's it's surprising how many surprising games are coming to VR though, because there is one game. It's like a Battlefield kind of game coming to VR.
Yeah. Matter of fact, sales is literally
Forefront.
Sea of Thieves.
Hmm.
The VR game sale is literally Sea of Thieves.
Yep. That's a surprising like VR. It's just like, hey, we have these games. Oh, what's the games that y'all have? Allow us to
Matter of
tell you.
fact, I keep an eye on certain
Breachers is
things
Rainbow.
VR wise, but their
Mm-hmm.
shorts are called Breadbox. If you ever seen them on YouTube.
Yeah, I know who you're referring to.
Yeah.
I watched.
He's literally my gaming news. Is like he's like, it's funny. It's
Mm-hmm.
news. It's news.
Yeah, like he makes some Roga videos. Like whenever he talks about certain things, I'm like, yeah, what that was going on. I don't know if you recently
And
also heard about the scam game that scammed a streamer that was battling cancer.
I did not yet.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna like when you hear the story, it's gonna piss you off. You're gonna yell.
I'll
I
have to
don't
look
want to say a
into
whole
it.
lot.
But
Let's
it
just
kind of
say
reminds me of what's going
uh,
on with the new Charlie incident news,
oh
along
my
with
gosh, I
that
don't
one.
want to
I'm
talk
not going
about
to talk
that.
about on stream, obvious reasons. But I like the fact that Breadbox made a
Mm-hmm.
good point with Nintendo with the Virtual Boy. No, let him
Why?
cook. Let him cook. Because you're giving someone the ability to test out VR without having to have VR.
Mm-hmm.
Even though if they're not gonna get I would buy the $100 piece of accessory
Yeah,
because I used to have a
yeah,
Virtual
it'd
Boy. I
be.
love that fucking thing. But the
You
twenty
probably still
five
have
dollar
yours.
cardboard thing was a good idea too. They've done that. That's their new, basically what they're doing with that was their. What everyone realizes the Labos. That was
Mm-hmm.
their testing for accessories with cardboard. And honestly,
Yeah.
I would pay $25 to have the cardboard already assembled, set up, or I would be
Mm-hmm.
willing to pay $5 for the blueprint.
Yeah. I'm open that can cook by the way before you ask.
That way I could cut my own out basically.
Yeah.
But Breadbox made a fair point. If they enjoy this and they like that type of setup, because there are some Virtual Boy games that did actually work. Mario Clash, even though it's a 2D arcade game, did have actual depth to it. Red Alarm was a wireframe game. It did have 3D. There was I can't remember the game. I also had it. It was a shoot 'em up, a space shoot 'em up, and you could alternate planes, and it actually worked that way too. So, and Mario Tennis worked too with the 3D. As a matter of fact, that's the one I played the most. Was the Mario Tennis. I feel old. I feel super old.
You're fine. It's fine.
All right.
Almost 3:30 for me. Holy cow.
Yeah. So I am going to go ahead and, even though it's 3 minutes early, I'm probably going to go ahead and call it the night now too. So I am, even though it's just literally me raiding into someone, I am going to at least try to raid into someone. I just don't know who yet. I know for a fact, I think Amy's still streaming, though she may have stopped.
No, she's off.
She is off.
She stopped. She's
okay.
Off.
I wasn't sure because after Afterbark, she's only doing one more stream and that's it.
Yeah, before she goes out of town.
Yeah, I think she's taking the break on Friday, so she can get ready for the weekend. Because not only does she have
she's also getting ready for the party as well.
Yeah.
And the other event as well.
Oh, it's still trying to load up the page. That's why I'm starting to lag out. But yeah, she has a full weekend, and my plan is to hopefully not have to be taking extra shifts.
She's like a real busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like busy.
And that's one of the reasons why I haven't been trying to say, can I get a hug and stuff? Because she literally has been really busy. Who's on tonight? You know what? I'm not sure who she raided into tonight. But I think I'm going to go ahead and raid into Cairo. Or Kara. I cannot remember how to pronounce her name.
I'm not going to say names.
But I am going to go ahead and get that situated. So, I will catch you guys later, in case someone did pop in. You guys